Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to the Map of the Year 2019 with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. Well, this is part 3 of 6, meaning that if you've only just arrived, you have missed 4 amazing maps already, the pinnacle maps of the year. But don't worry, I have a playlist on my YouTube page, so do go and check that one out and you'll soon be caught up. Also, of course, we've got episodes 4, 5 and 6 to come, so now is a very good time to hit subscribe and the notification bell and you won't miss out on any of the action. We'll be culminating on New Year's Day where we'll be reviewing or returning to my favourite map of the year. But what have we got today? Well, 2 more maps, starting off with the runner-up map, which is what we see right now, and then we'll be having a look at my finalist straight after. They have one thing in common with each other, and that is that they both have some sort of unique feature or vibe that makes them stand out from the other 10 maps on my final shortlist. We'll start off with Hesperus by Kent. An underappreciated map if ever I saw one. That's by you, not by me. I think this map is glorious. I gave it 5 stars for aesthetics, 4 stars for detail and 4 stars for gameplay potential back in the review in episode 626 of What Map. You guys in the viewer's choice gave it an approval rating of 78.25%, which I thought was just a little bit on the low side. I thought it should have at least got mid-80s, I feel. But hey, this is down to you, not to me. I can't affect the ratings that much. But the thing is, this map still only has fewer than 300 subscribers at the time of recording. Fewer than 300. This is glorious. There are way worser. Worser is a word, by the way. There are way worser maps than this on the workshop that have got into the thousands of subscribers. I don't understand why this isn't performing so well. I mean, yes, it does require to have some sort of powerful engine because it has over 1 million trees, so the Unlimited Trees mod is essential. It does also use a custom theme, which is built by Kent for the map itself, and it really does make the map pop. It's not a snowfall map, it is actually just a standard map with a custom theme. And it looks amazing. It's just so well put together. Now, going back to episode 626 of What Map, I'm going to recommend, if you haven't seen the review for this, you really have got to go and have a look. For me, that was one of my standout episodes. The episodes that I actually remember, because obviously I've reviewed a lot of maps, I've done a lot of reviews, and a few of them just stand out. And this was one of them. When we get to these mountains, you're going to see a feature up in these mountains, and I did a little close up with that feature. I'll talk more about that in a moment. And I had so much fun. I had so much fun with it, and I recommend you guys do exactly the same as I did. And that will require you going down to first person mode, but honestly, trust me, it was a laugh a minute, and not in a bad way. In a fun way. Heading up into the mountains now. But yes, you look at the tree work on this map is amazing. I'm loving, well, even though we've got a little bit of a ravine going up here with the road going up into the mountains up here. This is great work as well. Really lovely work. And then we're heading up into I love the way the mountains are right on the edge of the map. So you got the highest points are actually on the edge of map fog, and that just brings a real sort of like feeling of altitude to the area as well. That was very cleverly done. Then when we get up here and we have obviously got the altitude and the snow, you'll notice that we have got some ski slopes. And the ski slopes are really cleverly designed, really well thought out by Kent. No matter which route you take, you'll always end up down at a chairlift at the bottom to take you back up to the top. Superb. I think Kent's been skiing, you know. And yes, I was able to go down to first person perspective and to actually to do this as a little ski route within the review, and honestly, episode 626 is linked into the description. Do make sure you go and check out that show if you haven't already seen it, or if you just want to go and see it again. I sure do. I had so much fun. I know I've said that several times, but I had so much fun with this map. I just can't understand why it doesn't have more subscribers. It's glorious. Let's pull back and give you a quick overview of the entire area. Got a couple of rivers down there. Got some decent sized flat build plain around the rivers. And then some just gentle sloping hills around the inside of the map as well. And the mountains on the outside. It's, okay, one for more of a skilled player, but it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hesperus by Kent, my runner-up today. But what's going to be my finalist? What's the unique feature about this one? Well, this one was one of the few decent desert maps that we've seen this year. There aren't that many great desert maps on the workshop. This would stand up there with some of the greats. Today's finalist is Asavi by Greyflame. Now this stands apart from many of the other desert maps on the workshop, the great desert maps. Because most of the other great desert maps have an American kind of centric vibe, which is great. I'm thinking of the likes of the incredible creator Douglas here. But this one, this doesn't have that American vibe. Of course you can build any style of city on any style of map. But this one screams out to me, Dubai. Now it's not based upon Dubai or any other location that I'm aware of, but it does have that kind of feel. The way that the desert rolls into the sea has that kind of modern super story, modern high-tech skyscraper kind of feel to it, I feel. And if you've got a lot of those sort of assets and you've been looking for somewhere to use them, I think this is the map for you. Now you're looking and go, well hang on a second, no, this is far too hilly for my liking. Yeah, we're just skirting around the outside of the build plane at the moment. We'll head in towards the flat build plane in a moment, and you'll see there is plenty of it. And I mean plenty of it, as much as you're going to realistically want to use. What can I tell you about Greyflame? Well, Greyflame is one of the top creators. If you're unaware of Greyflame's work, then where have you been? Now, ironically, of all of Greyflame's maps, this is possibly the least Greyflame map that I've seen. All of the others, you can instantly recognise them as being Greyflame's work, especially with the likes of like rugged coastlines and such like that. They're incredible with erosion and stuff. This one, this is not Greyflame at all, but it clearly is, and the standards are up there as well. It's a beaut, an absolute wonder, I've got to say, and it scored really, really well with me as well. I gave this 5 stars for aesthetics, 4 for detail, and 5 for gameplay potential. And my reasoning for not giving it a 5th star for detail was a little bit construed. It was very close. It was very, very close. I did a little water test actually in the review, which was in episode 783 of What's Map, if you want to go back and check it. The link is in the description. And I gave the map a chance to prove itself to me with a little water flow test, which nobody ever would do in game. Okay, I was being a little bit pedantic, but I thought I'd give the map a chance to prove itself. And well, 4 stars for detail is still a high score. I'll be doing a review of my scoring system in the new year. For those that want to know how it all works, I had a little bit of inspiration a couple of weeks ago when I realised that my explanation of the scoring system in previous explanations it could be fine-tuned a little bit. So I'll be doing that in the new year. Watch out for that one. So anyway, we have this river. There's a huge flat build plane with this river running through it, and this bridge specifically, and the style and the layout of the highways are what suggested to me that this was a Dubai style build. It's just got a lovely, also like that desert tropical kind of vibe to it, and it's just really dark and dusty. What we're using here today, by the way, guys, is the Owls Los Angeles theme. And would you believe the vanilla tropical LUT? I really like the way that the tropical LUT makes this thing feel a lot dustier, and you can almost see like the rippling of the heat off of the land here. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Now, admittedly, what you're seeing on the screen now is probably the dullest thing you'll see in the entire review, but don't worry, we'll be panning up in a moment. I'll show you the overview of the map, the whole build plane and such, but we've got some watery type areas to come up in the on the horizon here. We'll edge towards that, and I'll show you with a little flyby through these and then pull back. But yes, I don't really know what to say. It doesn't really sell itself properly until you actually get up from above, and of course that's how we do most of our city building, from above, and then you start to realize what a truly great desert map this one is. The little flyby over this little watery area here. Again, all these areas really lend itself to doing something just a little bit different and forcing you maybe away from those grid systems, although there is a huge area of the city that is really set for a grid system or any other contrived system that you can think of. It's just sitting there waiting for a modern build. And again, if I had the time, I'd love to have a go at this one. So let's spin the camera around and slowly pull back and do a reveal of the entire area. But I've got to say that Greyflame has surpassed himself this year. Not just with this one, but there's been a couple of others as well. And honestly, there hasn't been a bad one. There hasn't even been an average one. They have all been top draw. So anyway, this is your desert map. So it's map 3 of 6. We've got 6 of 12, episode 3 of 6. So no more desert maps coming. If you were hoping for a desert map, that is the one that you're going to have to play off of our final 6. There we go. See, look at that. Just look at that. There is what I'm talking about. Be honest, you want to play that, don't you? Don't you? Let me know in the comments down below. That's what the comments are all about. Yeah, we've got a lot of hills around the top and sides, but again, some people want to build into those hills. But a huge build plane right around the bay there. Asavi by Greyflame is, yes, a true glorious map. I wish there was a bit more time we could spend looking at it, but well, we kind of got to the end of the show. So it's time to flip over to the closing screen. There it is. Settle the camera down while I say thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing, for joining me for a fly through of 2 of the best maps of the year. I've got another 2 of the best maps of the year coming up tomorrow, each with their individual claim to be one of the best. So join me for that one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already, and the notification bell, which will mean you'll never miss another one of my shows. And you wouldn't want to do that now, would you? I've been BonBonB. You've been very welcome, and I'll see you very soon.